Turning Point USA's Charlie Kirk was at a university dropping truth bombs, and guess who showed up? Yes, it was Antifa. What the fuck? Remember back in the day when they used to do the same thing with Ben Shapiro and Ann Coulter? I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this nothing to see here, please, is what's next. Good Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. I'm Jasper Gonzo. What's next? Your daily dose of facts, common sense, and salt. Let's take a trip on the way back. Way back. It's been a few years. The university tours. You had conservatives going to universities, dropping truth bombs. Ben Shapiro, Ann Coulter, Dr. Jordan Peterson. They would show up, screaming and yelling and ranting and raving, haters, phobics, and what have you. Cause a lot of damage to the universities. Here come the cops, and arrests were made and never to be heard from or seen from again. Well, those times are back. Yes, Antifa is back. Yes. Not so long ago where they got arrested in Atlanta for going after state police and, of course, bomb around and you find out. But this time it's Turning Point USA's Charlie Kirk. He was at a university, and of course, Antifa came a-calling, and shenanigans ensued. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch, left-wing activists smash windows and arrested are at UC Davis Charlie Kirk event. Left-wing and alphabet activists at the UC Davis, University of California, were arrested after vandalizing university property on Tuesday during an event featuring Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk. The incident came just hours after UC Davis Chancellor Gary S. May declared Kirk a proponent of hate. Yes, he's a hater. And encouraged students to neutralize and negate TPUSA's influence on campus. Geez, neutralize and negate. Gee, what could that possibly mean? Protesters carrying banners that read "Queers bash back" and "Bash fash." Wow, so original. We're seen on video smashing glass windows while police officers tried to fend them off. Charlie Kirk. New video. Violent left-wing agitators just smashed through windows outside the event venue here at the UC Davis. Reports are that some of this group made their way into the building before police successfully removed them. Pray for peace and safety for all involved. And let's watch a little bit of those highlights. And there's the window breaking. And there we go. Additional footage shows police outside taking down mass protesters who appear to be carrying spray paint cans. That is when you whip their ass. You whip their ass. Police also clashed with banner-wielding protesters who were chanting "Fight back" as they tried to advance towards the building where Turning Point USA event was being held. That is when you pull out the pepper spray and you pepper the shit out of them. Rebecca Brandon. Riot police are now standing off with Antifa and protesters who are trying to block from entering the campus. This is Front Lines, Drew Hernandez. The second they raise their hand is when you pull out the batons and you start whipping their ass. Done. You don't play games with this nonsense. UC Davis campus police spokesperson told Breitbart News 2 people were arrested after spray painting the outside of the building. I'm not sure what exact charges are, but what they were doing, they did something wrong. I don't know. Police spokesperson added that he did not have information on the identities of the individuals, Antifa, who were arrested, and that so far no arrests have been made in connection to the smashed glass windows. Antifa, of the university's campus doors. The left-wing and alphabet activists were also seen carrying banners that said, "Protect trans kids and fascist off campus." Again, originality. The violence by protesters arrived on the heels of UC Davis Chancellor Gary S. May releasing a video in which he referred to Kirk as a proponent of hate and falsely claimed that USA Turning Point USA founder, I probably repeated myself there, Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk has advocated for violence against the alphabet community. Oh, I'm sorry, the make pretend community. May also proclaimed that while the university can't control how these groups, TPUSA, operate, the campus community can work together to neutralize and negate their influence. But let's hear from the man's own words.
Under UC policy, campuses may not prohibit student organizations such as TPUSA from inviting these speakers,
Yes,
even if the speaker's intended speech is loathsome and hurtful to me and to others in our campus community.
Of course it is.
With respect to concerns related to violence, UC policy permits denial of requests if the speaker will present a clear and present danger to the campus. And council notes the policy explicitly states the campus carries a heavy burden in justifying such a denial under these circumstances. Our council also notes that there is a similarly heavy burden for criminal prosecution for incitement of violence. In short, while I abhor the inflammatory speech of this speaker,
these are violins, by the way.
UC policy permits the student organization to invite the speaker. Please be assured that we are monitoring the event closely to determine if a threat or incitement develops that meets that threshold or violates other campus policies. I understand and share your objections to a speaker whose rhetoric is offensive and clearly intended to shock and provoke. As Aggies, we are motivated by a desire to do what is best for our diverse community and for society as a whole. But as a public university dedicated to the pursuit of deeper understanding through the free, open, and civil exchange of ideas, we must also support
free and open.
an environment conducive to the discussion of widely varying ideas and points of view.
Oh, I'm
We
sure.
are committed to the First Amendment, and we are required to uphold it.
Wow.
But just as we support students' rights to invite speakers to campus, we also affirm the right of students to freedom of expression and to speaking out against hate and discrimination. For us to refuse these rights to any of you would be in violation of
I'm
the
waiting
US
for that
Constitution,
one line.
the explicit policy of the UC system, and our own campus policy. We can't control how these groups operate, but we can work together to neutralize and negate their influence.
There it is. And there it is. My thoughts. Wow, that was a lot of bullshit, wasn't it? From the campus president. Well, Mr. May is a clown. The only words he was actually missing there were inclusion, diversity, equity, because it's so stunning and brave. Make sure all those boxes are checked. But he did check off the trans box. Excuse me. So I'm sure he's getting pats on the back for that. But once again, the left, just like they can't meme, they can't debate, they can't discuss, they can't have civil discourse. The only thing that they can do is attack, whether it's verbally or, as we've seen in a couple of those clips, physically attack, because they're all butthurt over what Charlie Kirk was saying or was about to say. Now, I've watched Charlie Kirk for a number of years, and to me, I've never seen him once basically incite any kind of violence whatsoever. But then again, if you have a differing opinion, if you are outside of the narrative, if you decide to break away from the Borg, that Borg mentality, then they will come for you. Just like Ben Shapiro, just like Ann Coulter, Tucker Carlson, Steven Crowder, Glenn Beck, and of course, most recently, Matt Walsh. And they will still continue to come. Now, I was kind of surprised that Black Lives Matter was not there, but then again, there were no black people on campus, so they had no skin in the game. But then again, these are the same Black Lives Matter who just got $83 billion from corporations in the 2020 Summer of Love. But anyway, that was a little side note. Sorry about that. But this will continue. And those like Charlie Kirk and the aforementioned and others will continue to push the wording, continue to do truth bombing on these knuckleheads, because that's at the end of the day, they are. Just like the campus president, he's a knucklehead. And sadly, no, not sadly, I am proud to give them and President May the Ass Clown Award. I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. I want to see more just like this. Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.